3, 2, 1.
And what's up, everybody? It's Soul at Home. We got a freestyle coming from the dome. It's Sean and Frank. Welcome to the party. We got a new workout. Tell them what it be. Get 'em.
Today's workout is 4 rounds for time of 100-foot farmer's carry, 15 dumbbell deadlifts, 10 dumbbell hang power cleans, and then 100-foot broad jumps.
Oh, broad jumps. Check it, check it. Alright guys, so for today's video, we're going to talk about the hang power clean. We've had multiple questions on people who are limited in their equipment asking how to modify these workouts for a single kettlebell. So that's what we're going to talk about, single arm hang power cleans. First variation is going to be with a lighter weight, and then I'll talk about something we can do if you're limited to something that's too heavy for you to control comfortably with one arm. With the single arm hang power clean, you want to treat this almost like a kettlebell, so you are using that same hip hinge to get the weight up. You're going to start off basically in your kettlebell swing stance, except you're lifting it up to a deadlift position with just one arm. As you do that, make sure your hips and shoulders stay squared forward, and notice the grip I'm taking is a little bit closer to the inside rather than the middle of the handle. It's going to give you a more comfortable place to transition from. So once you have that kettlebell stood up in your deadlift position, you're going to initiate a couple single arm swings. What I want you to get comfortable with is the rotation of your thumb going in and out, in and out. What I'm talking about is starting off with your thumb facing back behind you, and as you swing up, having it rotate up. That's gonna help us when we start to transition into the catch of the kettlebell swing. So once you get comfortable with those swings and you're aware of your thumb rotating in and out, what we're gonna do is add a high pull. From the swing, elbow comes up to the level of your shoulder and then right back down into your next swing. Get comfortable stringing a few of those together. So now what I'm doing is, instead of letting the weight go out forward in front of me, I'm keeping it nice and close so that I can transition comfortably into the front rack position. So all we have to add now is that transition from the high pull to elbow under the weight. This is the most important part. And what I want you guys to do is remember, you're trying to avoid that kettlebell slamming your forearm, getting any bruises, or getting injured from this workout. So that thumb turning out is gonna come back into play. You wanna envision the bottom of the kettlebell always facing down. That way you know that it's not flopping up and over your knuckles, slamming you on the back of the forearm. So I'll start with the same hip hinge swing, same high pull. I'm gonna do a couple reps of each. And then notice on that transition, elbow's gonna come right under the kettlebell. Bottom of the kettlebell always stayed facing down. So I'll start with my swings, get it to shoulder height, turn it into the high pulls. And once I go to transition, I'm catching comfortably in the front rack position with that bottom of the kettlebell always facing the ground. So if you have a weight that's too heavy for you to comfortably manage with a single arm, another alternative that you can practice is taking the kettlebell off of the ground. So it wouldn't be a hang power clean, it'd be a full power clean. You're gonna have 2 hands on the handle. Now, as you do this, you wanna make sure that you're still transitioning and getting your elbows under the weight. So you're not gonna be gripping right at the top of the handle. You'll really be gripping it right around the corners. Make sure you set up just like you are for a clean, setting your back tight, chest up, because now you are taking it from a lower range of motion. So hands on the corner, chest up, and transition elbows under the weight. Notice I am re-gripping as I get the weight up to the front rack position, but it's a very slight re-grip. You're not gonna take your hands completely off of the weight. Just switch from a pulling position to a receiving position, mainly by moving your elbows under. So we hope these videos help out. If you have any other questions or movement demos that you'd like to see us post up, just make sure to head over to the Facebook message boards, leave your comments, leave your questions, and we'll make sure to answer them.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
And what's up?